I'm Nagadir-chan, and I would be talking about Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titan, about my thoughts of the series so far. It means up to chapter 18. So probably at first I would start with art, which is great, like really great. Well, at the start it's kind of shabby and characters were disproportional. But I mean, Isayama was a total newbie. He never did any manga before, only one shot, and the art of that one shot was like kid was drawing it. But the story was very good. I read it before the manga, actual manga. And I really like the story of Pilot. I think I gave it like 9 out of 10, which is a lot for one shot. And I really like it. And as I say, art now is very good. At the start it was like really amateurish, but not so bad. I didn't find it ugly. Just a little bit of amateurish. And now it's really amazing, like really amazing. What I really like about Isama's style of drawing is that he doesn't have so much of clear lines like it is in other shonen mangas. For example, One Piece or Naruto, they have really clean lines, but Isama does like more of smaller lines, and I really love this kind of style of drawing. I really like it, and that's why I really like this art, because Attack of Titan has an amazing art. Like now in all the chapters, newer one, the art is just amazing and perfect, and I love his design of characters or titans, especially titans, because they look so ugly and so awesome and so detailed. He really does a good detail work, and when I put pictures of old chapters and new chapters, it's very different. He grown up a lot, mangaka Isayama, and I really like it. I really love his style. About story, story is really good. I mean, it's about people who lived in a big town with big walls, and outside were titans who almost eradicate humanity because they eat humans, and one hell of a big titan just attacked the walls and destroyed one, so titans go inside. I really like the concept, and what I really like the most is like it's not about titans and people, but really a lot about people too, like in Walking Dead. I'm reading that too. Yeah, there are zombies in Walking Dead, but people are most dangerous. And I like it that there is like this too, because people are really dangerous here too. And yeah, you could die when there are titans, but people could stab you in the back, and that's most dangerous because you can't trust anybody. I really like the mystery and the background of this story. I mean, the world of this manga is very interesting. I'm like, who are the titans, and how did they appear, how did they were born, and what is the purpose of them? So I really want to know. I really want to know the story, history of the town, more of history of the town, history of people, past of people. I'm really lot of into it, into this background, into the story, into the mystery, and that's what I really like about this manga. It's a story. It really drives me a lot, because for a long time I read this manga just only because of the story. And if you ask why, it's because of characters. Characters were really and are really big problem for me here. I usually read manga because of characters and story, not because of art. Because if I want some awesome art, I can go on DeviantArt and watch awesome pictures there. But characters in Attack on Titan are very, very complicated for me. So I will start with them. For example, Eren. I didn't like him. And he's a main character. And if you don't like main character in a story, it's very bad for you, or bad for me, because I don't care about him. And why I don't like Eren is because he's a hero. He's the only one who could save the world. And everyone knows that he's the only one who could save the world. And I really don't count of characters who are the only ones who can save the world, because it's very boring and annoying. For example, that's kind of why I don't like Naruto too, even he wasn't so much of a hero, only one who could save the world, because he was like loser for a longer time, but after that in the end he was only one who could save the world. But still, yeah, that's what I really don't like on Eren. And he's not so enjoyable character, because characters need to make mistakes, but he always made mistakes. I don't remember him winning once at least, and he's just complaining about it, that he still wants to save the world, but he didn't win. So how could he save the world, and why? How could he be a hero when he just loses again and again and again? There is no sense in it. Other main character, Mikasa. I like strong women. I really like strong women, but she is just like totally perfect. She's just too much perfect. She's good in everything, and yeah, how could I cheer for a character who is extremely good in everything? There is like no characteristics in her. She's just awesome dot. Very plain character, and I need to grow for characters. I need to like them. I need to feel emotions, their emotions, to like them. And I can't feel anything with Mikasa because she's so awesome. And I really don't like this kind of characters who are best in everything, and I'm not best in everything. I'm normal human, so I just can't like her or feel some connection with her because she's so awesome. So only one of my characters I like is Armin, because he's the most realistic character out of those three. He started as weak, crybaby, was a little bit of cowardice, but looking now, even he does a lot of mistakes, but he helped a lot, and he made a really big progress. That's why I like him, because he's the most realistic character here out of those three. And I really like Armin. I hope he wouldn't die. I pray for not dying, because if he would die, I probably, there is almost no one I would watch it for, like characters, only for story, and that's bad. So I really love Armin. He's a great character. Maybe he's a coward, but man, he's so realistic, and that's why I like him. Other characters I like is Jean. I exactly can't say why, but he's kind of nice guy. Sasha, the potato girl, because she's extremely funny. And Erwin, who had an extremely awesome speech in chapter 80. So those are characters I like. Mostly side characters, and they usually die, which is bad. And I watch it only because of story and Armin, not because of main characters. They are not good. And when I'm talking about characters, Levi is huge character. When I started with Attack on Titan, I hear or read Revive is awesome, Revive is cool, everybody loves Revive. And then I read it, and there was a Revive. I was like, okay, what is so cool about him? Yeah, he's badass, he's a cool character, has a really weird and funny sense of humor, but no chemistry. Like, usually, I like characters from first sight. I don't know, I have really weird smells of good characters. I can smell them for miles. It's like, when I first saw Zoro in anime, I was like, okay, this character will be awesome, and I love him. When I first saw Orochimaru, I was like, okay, oh my god, this character is awesome. I love him. When I first saw Riva, I was like, what is it so awesome about him? And that's a problem. The most favorite character is not my favorite. I don't know, he's kind of interesting, but not so favorite for me. I don't know, I don't like him so much. And I don't know what is so cool about him. I don't know, I think Aro is more cooler because he made some progress. By the way, maybe the characters would be more enjoyable in the future because there is a lot of work for them, I guess. And this is a monthly manga, so probably 80 chapters is not so much. I remember when I watched or read One Piece, I didn't like Luffy for a very long time, and the same is for Nami. I probably started like her, where it was, in Alabasta. It's very lot of chapters in a story, so maybe I would grow up for characters like Levi and Erwin later. I hope for it. And yeah, the dying of characters, that is bad too, because there is so much characters and I'm so bad at remembering the names, and they die so much and quickly that I'm like, okay, why I should try to remember their names? Why I should try to remember the characters? And that's a really bad work of Isayama about the characters, because I can't stick with them. I just don't feel anything. When the Marco died, I was like, whatever. I don't care about him. He could die, and even Mikasa and Eren could die now, and I would be like, whatever. But I mean, I'm reading Guns now, and there are a lot of characters too. They die a lot, and even some character appears for one chapter, I immediately love him. Not in Attack of Titan. I think Isayama needs more chapters to actually graduate characters, but he usually kills them very quickly, so yeah, it doesn't work so good for him. But maybe in the future he's still a newbie, so I understand that this is his first manga, and even it's so popular, he really doesn't have any he didn't have anything before, so yeah, he has still a lot of work to do. But actually now, when I look at the newest chapters, he does good. Art is awesome. I started to root for more characters, and I see a big potential in a Revive, so I hope I would grow to like him. And yeah, the story is way more interesting than it was in the first chapters. I read that a lot of people complained about the political machination, I don't know how to pronounce it, in the story, but I love it. I really love this kind of thing because it was more about the people in the town than with Titans, and that's what I like about this story too, that it lives. People here lives a lot of things, really does things to people and in town, so they did something, the characters, and of course people in the city noticed it, so they act on it, like, yeah, something happens, so they do something. I like it because the town really lives. It's not static, it's not just the background, and that's very important for a story too for me. So overall, it's starting to be a really good story now, after the revelation of those two titans, that huge giant one, and I don't remember it now. Yeah, bad with names. So after that, it started really good, and I'm way more interested in it than after 2 volumes. And I would probably give it like 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, something between it so far. And I hope it wouldn't lose its interesting traits, because a lot of mangas which started good ended very bad, like Soul Eater, Tenja Tenge, Claymore, History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi, even Siren. I love those mangas. I love them. They ended like kind of and I hope because I started to like this manga, and I hope it would end in an awesome way, that after the ending I would be like, oh my god, I love this manga so much and I really didn't want it to end. So I really hope it would end goodly, not badly, but it's just my hopes. So yeah, I really now understand why people like Attack on Titan, even it doesn't look like it for like very long time, but now I understand it, and it has a huge potential for me, and I really like it. I mean, for a shonen it's very drastic and I like it. So that's probably everything, and I really would like you to comment. What do you think about Attack on Titan? What don't you like? What do you like? What do you think would happen in the future? What's your favorite characters? You could write it. I would like to know. I really would like to know why people like it so much. So yeah, this is for Attack on Titan of me, and have a nice day. Bye.